The rise, fall, and redemption of Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr., a name we relate to magnetic charisma, unforgettable roles, one of the most enduring legends of Hollywood. From his iconic portrayal as Iron Man, which not only redefined the superhero genre, but also wowed millions, to his Oscar-nominated performance in Chaplin, Downey's career has spanned decades of cinematic brilliance. But behind the glamour and coveted prizes was a tale as gripping as any of his movies, one of struggle, scandal, and redemption. His is a story of contrasts, a man of immense talent struggling with the death grip of addiction, facing public disgrace, and then getting his life and career back on track. Join us as we delve deep into the remarkable saga of Robert Downey Jr. A story that crosses over from Hollywood to present itself as a global icon of hope and resilience. Born into a world of creativity, Robert Downey Jr. was born for the spotlight. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was an independent filmmaker, while his mother, Elsie, was an actress who initially exposed him to the arts. By his 20s, Downey was dazzling audiences with performances that broached brilliance. Films like Less Than Zero, where he played a character so eerily prescient to his future turmoil, and Chaplin, for which he received an Academy Award nomination, nailed him as a rising star. But having grown up in an environment where experimenting with substances was normalized, the seeds of a battle that would so much later define his life had been set. While Robert Downey Jr.'s fame was at its height, his personal struggles started to come forth. The pressures of stardom and the inner battles he had been fighting pulled him towards substance abuse, a habit that got out of control in no time. While his performances remained exceptional, his off-screen behavior grew erratic, and the media spotlight shifted to his personal turmoil. Late-night parties, run-ins with the law, and reckless decisions began to overshadow his talent. Hollywood's golden boy was losing his shine, with addiction threatening to derail his promising career. Friends and family watched helplessly as his life unraveled. Public concern grew, and headlines chronicled his every misstep. From a star who had it all, to someone struggling to hang on to himself. Between 1996 and 2001, the life of Robert Downey Jr. fell apart in full view. Arrested multiple times for drug-related charges, the incidents shocked all his fans and ruined his reputation. One of the weirdest of these incidents occurred when he was found sleeping in a child's bed in a home belonging to strangers, an incident that reached the headlines globally. He would later refer to his addiction as a loaded gun in his mouth with his finger on the trigger. And though Downey repeatedly has gone to jail and rehab, he continued to struggle, and Hollywood began to wonder if he'd ever be back. By the early 2000s, Robert Downey Jr.'s once promising career was in shambles. His addiction had made him unreliable, and studios considered him uninsurable, too much of a risk to cast. Projects were canceled, contracts severed, and his role in Ally McBeal, a brief career resurgence, was cut short after another arrest. The Hollywood star, once celebrated for his talent and charm, now faced financial ruin and widespread industry rejection. Isolated and unemployable, Downey is forced to confront some hard reality. Unless things changed, his career, possibly his life, was going to end in tragedy. Even at his darkest hour, though, there's a resilience that shines through these small opportunities, moments of personal reflection that hint at possible redemption. When it seemed like Robert Downey Jr.'s story would end in tragedy, his fate took unexpected turns. Longtime friend and actor Mel Gibson gave him a part in The Singing Detective, vouching for his talent despite his checkered past. It was during this time that Downey met Susan Levin, a producer who became another pillar of support during his recovery. Susan made it crystal clear that she wouldn't just stand by and watch him destroy himself, which confronted him with a need to change. This period marked the beginning of his journey toward sobriety. Through rehab, therapy, and the love of those who believed in him, Downey began to rebuild his life, taking the first tentative steps toward a brighter future. By 2007, Robert Downey Jr. was sober and ready for a second chance, but Hollywood remained skeptical. Then came the role that would change everything. Tony Stark in Iron Man. It was a risk, too, for Marvel Studios, which pinned its future hopes on this movie. Director Jon Favreau likened the redemption story arc of Stark to that of Downey's own life, and fought nail and tooth to get him on board. Scoffed at by industry naysayers, Downey put his heart and soul into the performance, infusing humor, depth, and even a bit of vulnerability into the role. When the film was released in 2008, the box office bombarded, and this marked Downey's comeback. It launched the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He didn't just save his career, he reset the bar for what a Hollywood comeback would look and feel like. It was with Iron Man that Robert Downey Jr. revived his career but soared to unprecedented heights. He went on to be the heart of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, reprising his role as Tony Stark for a string of record-breaking films. His sharp wit and magnetic personality got the legions of fans in awe of him and have undoubtedly won him the adoration of Hollywood once more. Outside of Marvel, Downey showcased his range in a variety of critically acclaimed roles, including the ingenious and daring Sherlock Holmes. He became one of the highest-paid actors in the world, proof of his perseverance and resilience. Hollywood, which once kicked him to the curb, now hailed him as its golden boy, a symbol of redemption and success. Not only did Robert Downey Jr. rebuild his life and career, but he had used his platform to inspire and uplift others. After many years of struggle, he became a loud advocate for recovery from addiction and raising awareness about mental health, sharing his story to show that redemption is always possible. With heart-touching interviews and motivational talks, Downey made sure the world remembered that nobody is beyond salvation. His philanthropy grew to include charitable organizations in addiction treatment, children's hospitals, and environmental causes. The transformation of Downey wasn't just about reclaiming his career. It was about turning his pain into purpose and showing others that strength comes from vulnerability, that true success lies in helping others rise. Robert Downey Jr.'s story is way more than just a Hollywood comeback tale about resilience, redemption, and the power of the human spirit. From the depths of addiction and despair, his life inspired countless individuals, from the most despairing addiction to international icon. Downey slowly became Tony Stark's face as he represented strength, hope, and transformation for many, both on and off screen. More than the many roles, his advocacy and generosity have etched him in the hearts and minds of people as a beacon of possibility for so many who struggle through challenges. Downey's story reminds us that no matter how far we fall, with determination and support, we can rise again. His journey stands as a powerful symbol of what it means to fight, to overcome, and to triumph. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more historical celebrity crime videos.